Well, Sealy, welcome to Australia and welcome back to racing, man. It's coming out of retirement and back in World Supercross. It's been an experience for you. You've had some highs and some lows, but pretty excited at how it was in a whole.
Yeah, Australia's like been on my list. Like one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to come here, without racing, but I was a dream of mine to come here and race. So I'm stoked to be here. I was planning to come here actually in 2019 for the season, and unfortunately with some conflicting sponsors, I wasn't able to make it. But I enjoy the racing, and it's cool to see those guys line up yesterday. So something I want to be a part of eventually. I'd like to, if the timing works out, maybe do the full season in Australia too. But it's cool. Fans are awesome. Food's good, coffee's good, so it's a cool place to be.
And for the riding, as you said, highs and lows throughout the two rounds. But I mean, fast qualifiers at a point, and you're top of the boards this weekend. Like between Cardiff and now, was there a big improvement, personally, in your riding?
Yeah, I mean, I'm slowly getting used to it again. This style of racing is a lot different than what I have ever experienced. Having some pretty short sprint races, it's just different. But I'm learning as we go. Unfortunately tonight, my heat race, I got not ran off the track, but I made a mistake and it shoved me off the track. And from that point, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a long night. So knew I was gonna have a bad gate pick because we get the same gate pick every time. But unfortunately, I ended up on the ground every single main event. Never made it past the second turn, but it sucks, especially with the speed I had earlier. I felt like I was flowing really good. And when I'm flowing, I'm going fast. So it shit's going down. Sorry. We're just happy to walk away healthy, learn some stuff, and keep the ball rolling. Next year, hopefully we get some more rounds, get to travel some more countries, and hopefully end up back in Oz. And
Awesome, bro, man. It's great to have you down here, and let's keep this thing rolling.
Yeah, for sure.
Alrighty guys, Joey Savacci, here we are, Melbourne, World Supercross Round 2. Dude, what a night for you. That was incredible. Give me just your thoughts really, really quickly on the night.
I mean, obviously I'm pumped overall, and 2 points shy of winning the whole thing, so that's a little bit painful, just because the bonehead mistake I made in round 1. But to be honest, I was fighting demons when I was here. Last time I was here, I was carted off, and with a bad heel injury that the doctors here told me I'd never ride again. So I came back and I looked at the demons in the eyes and let them know who the boss was. So at the end of the day, it feels really good. I'm glad just to be able to go racing, to be honest, and to have such a great atmosphere, crowd, and the whole thing, to be able to travel and race dirt bikes. What more can I ask for?
Dude, not many people go toe-to-toe with Ken Roczen and win, not only once, but to do it twice in one night. That's pretty special. We spoke at the beginning of the weekend and said, you haven't had anything yet for next year. This is the perfect way to, get teams interested, to get stuff like that. Does that give you a little bit more confidence coming into the off-season to sort of get this done?
Yes and no. I mean, at the end of the day, like I've said it before, I truly believe in my ability. I believe on any given night I can be a threat, and there's a lot of things I need to work on and fine tune. But one thing that I've really never stopped doing is believing in myself, and I think that's a big part of the game. So I'm in a good spot. I don't have anything lined up, but this obviously helps a little bit. But at the end of the day, like I said, I came over here to do this series to go racing, because that's what I love to do, and that's what we're able to do, and we just happen to win and make it a little bit better.
Absolutely. And now finally, dude, you've got this weird thing with pro circuit bikes that get built. You do well, you win on these things. Has Mitch got this little magic touch to it, or are you just at home on a Cowie?
Honestly, I'm at home on a Cowie. I wish I could have done a little bit better and stayed on the team with the boys overseas or back home. But dude, something about the bike. I really enjoy being on a Kawasaki, and Mitch definitely gives me the confidence when he builds me a bike. I won a lot for him when I was with him. Obviously, we didn't win titles like we wanted to, but we tried our best and we won a lot. So like I said, honestly, this whole thing wouldn't be possible without Mitch and Rick. So big shout out to those guys, and I'm glad to be going home.
Absolutely, dude. Congratulations. What a night.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty, guys. Here on the track here in Melbourne, round 2 World Supercross. Mr. Hill, welcome to Australia. Welcome back to Australia. Dude, welcome back to Supercross. What's it been like?
I just got this opportunity. I mean, anytime I get a call from Craig Dack and he's got a spot for me on the team, I just put in as much effort as I can to get myself up to pace, because I know that, you know, my equipment's going to be definitely on par with the best. So try to put my best effort forward.
Hey, what's it been like testing back home? Your brother's back on the bike. Your brother's ripping, man. You guys been riding together, having some fun?
We haven't got a ride together, but you know, it looks like next year we're going to be teammates, and that's super exciting. We've never been teammates or been able to really train together our whole pro careers, so I'm really excited for that. I mean, Justin just got back on the bike, you know, 2 weeks ago, and then had the showing he did at Straight Rhythm. So it's he's just a naturally talented kid, and I'm pumped to be there with him and try to push each other to have a good year.
Absolutely, dude. I won't hold you up. We'll get back out there for track walk, and we'll chat over the weekend.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Man. Alrighty, guys. Here we are, Melbourne, Australian Supercross. Round 1's over. I'm here with the man himself, Max Anstey. Dude, take me through the day, and then coming into the night show, starting this thing off perfect.
Yeah, it was great. It was nice to, well, firstly it's nice to be here. It's first time here in Melbourne, first time in Australia. Really enjoyed it, and the whole crew done a great job with the track. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Got to work with the bike a little bit, trying to iron some things out, and also kind of get over the jet lag a bit today, so that I'm sharp and ready for tomorrow for the WSX. Also, it's kind of cool doing a double header with it, but no, I've enjoyed it. It was fun to do some good laps. Got myself dialed in practice, and it's short, like only 8 minutes for practice was pretty tight, and but no, felt good in the main. Coming into the night show felt pretty solid, and cool to see the fans out there, and definitely excited for tomorrow as well, and see a packed house here.
Absolutely. Hey, after the heat race, you said you made some changes to the motorcycle in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Suspension, what was the
suspension
changes?
We so I started off with my setup from Cardiff 2 weeks ago, which was more of a hard pack style setup. I expected this place, because I watched AusX Open in 2019. It was super hard, so I expected it to be really hard pack, and I went with that same setup for the first practice, and it was not working as well. The track definitely wasn't as slick and as hard pack as Cardiff was 2 weeks ago. So I went back to my Florida setup, just my US style setup, and it seemed good, but I still think I can make some improvements. And we've got the FC, the Factory Connection head guy, over with us this weekend, so he's going to work his magic tonight and see if we can make some improvements for tomorrow as well. But overall, my bike was solid. We just trying to, you know, find that little edge and find that 1 or 2% to run with the boys tomorrow.
Just finally, talking about that 1 and 2% in the heat race as well, we've seen you sort of moving around, you know, jumping through the whoops, changing it up. Do you find that as a contributing factor to help tomorrow night when this track sort of breaks down probably a little bit more?
Yeah, definitely. I was searching for a few different lines. I thought I got to use the time out on the track while I can, you know, and try all different things, see what works, see what doesn't. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. It's a long day tomorrow, and with 3 main events, so it's going to be a little different. Very intense, but we will see.
Absolutely, guys. That's Max Anstey kicking this thing off in Melbourne.
Cheers, guys.
Alrighty, guys. Here doing track walk Melbourne World Supercross, round number 2. Shane McElrath, what's going on, dude? Welcome to Australia.
Thank you, dude. It's really exciting to be here. We've been here all week, my wife and I, and we're having a good time checking out Down Under, and we're on track walk today, and the track is looking amazing.
Absolutely. Hey, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? Have you gone out with the family, done anything special, or?
We've been working. Now, since we've been in Australia, we've been kind of trying to get some rest, trying to adjust to the time, but also checking out the city. And yesterday we went to see some kangaroos and some koalas, so we get to go a lot of places, but we don't get to see a lot of things. So it's been a lot of fun getting to actually be here for a little bit of time and check the place out.
Absolutely. Hey, walking around this track here today, what's the differences between this and Cardiff? Are you a little bit more happier with this layout, that sort of dirt we have here? What's sort of your thoughts on the course we have?
Honestly, the dirt looks really good. Cardiff started out looking really good also. It hardened up pretty quick though. So this, we may be in for the same sort of dirt, especially with racing today and tomorrow for the Australian guys. So it's going to be interesting to see. We had a lot of little rocks in Cardiff. I'm not seeing that here, so I think that's going to help out a lot. But the dirt looks pretty moist right now. Hopefully we get some ruts on this one. I think we're going to in some of the turns. The corners are kind of built up a little better this weekend, so it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited to watch the AUS-X guys.
Absolutely. Hey, and final question, heading back home this week, having a break, doing some training, what's the next month like look for Shane McElrath?
We need some rest. We've honestly been gone from home all summer, so Joy and I are looking forward to getting back to the house, cleaning it up a little bit. We literally come home, unpack our stuff, throw stuff together again, and we're out. So we definitely need some rest and some time to clean up and reset, but we don't know. I'll be back training, especially off the bike, but we don't know what we're doing beyond that right now. So we'll see.
Plans for Anaheim?
We are working on that.
Okay.
We don't have anything in line yet.
Okay, we can work with that. But
Yes,
apart from that, dude, thanks for coming to Australia. Thanks
Yes,
for buying into World Supercross.
Thanks
it's awesome
for
to have
having
you here.
us. Yeah.
Alrighty guys, here we are, Marvel Stadium, round number 2, World Supercross. Mr. McElrath, how are you, mate?
I'm good. I feel like we kept working, we kept growing, and tonight really showed the progress that we're making. We got 2 days in of riding after Cardiff, and it was 2 long days of work. So I'm excited about the team. I'm excited about the work that they put in, and just we never settled. Twisted Development and Enzo Racing, like, we had some long days. So to come out on top at the end, I had to earn that one tonight, and it felt good. That's what I came here to do.
It's pretty crazy. It nearly came down to winning a championship without winning a race. Mm-hmm. What was that like? Was that actually in your mind in that final? You're like, dude, I want to win this for the sake of winning it.
I mean, yeah, it's going into the third moto. It's like I knew the scores, and I had a little points cushion, but it's like, dude, I want to win. Like I can still get better. I can still grow, and so I knew as soon as I started out front, it's like, all right, stay focused and just keep the pressure on. So yeah.
Alrighty guys, back here with Mr. McElrath. Part 2, we're gonna call this thing.
Yep.
We've just finished press conference here. Has it set in a little bit more after hearing that, thinking about it as well?
Honestly, it's really cool. Like, just to be a part of this whole thing. Collectively as an industry, all the teams, WSX, all their employees, it's been a lot of work, and we did it. That's what's really cool, is like, dude, we were a part of this, and lining up against all the guys, dude, it was tough racing, and that's, for me, it's like I'm getting better as a racer. I'm getting better, and just learning how to control mentality, and learn, like, lining up on the gate is good regardless of where it's at. So for me, I'm happy that I did my job well, and that's what I trained for, that's what I work for, and I mean, it's just the satisfaction of, you know what, we did it together as a team, and yeah, we'll keep going from here.
One of the things I sort of want to go over with you real quickly is, when this first came out, World Supercross, it wasn't accepted well in the American media for the sport. We've seen teams pull out with Kenny, you see, didn't want to happen. Did that worry you to a certain extent that, hey, if I go down this route, it might affect something in the future? Or are you just backing this thing and sort of paying off, and I think it works?
It almost confirmed it a little bit. I mean, just where I am in my career, I didn't have an opportunity to race in the States. So that's where it's like it made the decision easy. We had 3 good offers to race the World Supercross. And it's like, I mean, in our industry, we're we're taught not to take it personal, and something like this gets mentioned, and then everybody takes it personal. It's like, dude, this is a job opportunity, and I mean, that people can say whatever. I'd be willing to have a conversation, but it's like, this is a job opportunity for myself and every other guy that was on that starting line. So it's kind of pathetic how it's been received, but for me, I'll keep going.
Absolutely, dude. Once again, congratulations, and enjoy the long trip home, dude.
Yes, thank you.
Alrighty, guys, down here in the World Supercross pits, Friday night, Marvel Stadium. Steve Askelfan, how are you, mate?
I'm good. I'm excited to be in Australia. It's going to be a lot of fun watching Kenny race.
Is this your first time here?
No. I've been here. I started coming here with Kerry Hart and Travis and all the boys back in 2002, 2003, even before that with Scheckler when he was a kid. So I love Melbourne.
Wow, that's awesome. Hey, just touching base, your name's been thrown around a lot in the last few weeks with Ken Roczen. How's that been? How do you deal with that and sort of take that moving forward? I got a feeling it doesn't even faze you and stuff like that, but how's that? And then how's it traveling around with Kenny?
It's been fun. We've had a good time. He's had some surfing. We like to check out the city, find some coffee shops, explore around. So Melbourne's a great city. Australia is one of my favorite countries. So we've had fun, and we're also having fun doing this. There's a lot of stuff up in the air. So he's just having a blast. He's actually committed to maybe doing something else in a couple weeks and do some more one-off races and have some fun until the season starts. So he's enjoying it.
Absolutely. What about you? Going to head back to the US and have some off time? Is this your busy time of year? What have you got going on?
It's a busy time. I actually got to go check out a Melbourne basketball team last night. We have a player that we co-manage with an Australian agent, so it was fun to go watch him play basketball here and check out a game and how much the sport's grown. So that was a lot of fun. So
absolutely,
yeah, it's busy season.
Your busy season, absolutely. Well, enjoy the night, mate, and
Thanks,
welcome to Australia.
I appreciate it.
Alrighty, guys, here we are, Melbourne Supercross, the first round here, Marvel Stadium. I'm with the real Aaron Tanti, dude. How was the day coming into the night show as well? Give me a bit of a rundown.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's my first sort of series on the 450. So coming in, I was a little bit nervous. I didn't know what to expect. We're racing some good dudes, between my teammate Luke and Justin's going for his 5th title now. So and Dean Wilson, they're pretty bad dudes. So started it all well. We were all lingering around the same sort of second in qualifying and stuff. So confident with that, and yeah, I had a pretty good heat race. Battled with Justin, and yeah, just kicked it off in the main with another really good start, and just a few little mistakes, but that's just a learning curve for me.
Can we go through the whoop incident, dude? How did you hold on to that? And not only that, you were able to attack and go back for the pass again in the next corner. What did you drop the front through the whoops? Give me a rundown there.
I actually just stuffed up the rhythm before it. I didn't go double, triple, and I sort of had to go double, and then I jumped and just unloaded into the whoops and just fully missed a whoop. And yeah, it was a wild ride from there. But as everyone will say, I've got my big legs. I definitely held on tight, and yeah, lucky the tough blocks are actually cardboard, because if I hit one of those and they weren't, I probably would have went down. But it was a wild ride, and I just re-entered the track safely. The other two guys sort of were jumping off the ski jump, and yeah, he missed the inside rut, so I just made an attack straight back. But yeah, it did make it stick, and he ended up getting me.
Dude, first 450 Supercross race on the podium. Longer laps than you were probably used to, back on the 250 doing 15. Is this thing a little bit harder towards the end to sort of keep going, or is this is what you guys train for? You're all good?
Yeah, it's definitely what we train for. I've had a little bit of a swing in my training. Obviously, training on the 250 for the World Supercross. I spent the last 4 weeks before Cardiff on the 250 only, and yeah, I only jumped back on the 450 last Friday. So. Yeah, the long laps definitely caught me out. The track was super gnarly tonight, like the ruts and everything. It was pretty brutal for my first 20-lap main event. So happy to come out of here safe and on the podium in the championship hunt.
Absolutely. And now lastly, you are doing double duties this weekend. Back on the 250 tomorrow. Do you think jumping on the bike tonight in a main event like that is going to be a good contributing factor to see what this track does do tomorrow night in the 250 class?
Yeah, 100%. You know, I just did 20 laps of it, so doing a few less is definitely going to feel better. It's going to feel like little sprint races. But yeah, the most important thing to me is just get out in practice. You know, I'm going to have to jump on the 250 and adapt to it really quick. But I think it is a bit more of a 250 track around today. The corners are tight and it was really slippery, so it was pretty hard to hold on to the 450. So looking forward to tomorrow night.
Absolutely, guys. That's Aaron Tenney, and dude, he has got this thing going on.
Thanks, guys.
Alrighty, guys, in here, Marvel Stadium in Melbourne. A fucking Ray is in the house, dude. What's up?
Not much, man. Had some issues getting here. Just sort of waiting on a visa. Didn't really come through until late, so I had to move my flight back like a day. Luckily, everything got all squared away. I got here, and yeah, we don't have much time on the bike, but yeah, you know, I'm excited to be here for the Pipes Motorsports Group, and excited to just get my feet wet and see what I can do.
Absolutely. Hey, at the end of Cardiff, I jumped on Twitter. I was like, yo, we're down riders. Just get the fucking A-Ray, get him to Melbourne.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah.
What was the time frame after Cardiff before you got a call?
So what's today?
Friday.
Friday. Okay, so we were supposed to leave on Tuesday night, and I got a call on Friday. So yeah, I mean, I would say a week minus 2 days, I guess, in the US, because we lose 2 days coming here.
And you were just like, yeah, bro. I mean, like
I was like,
that
yeah.
sounds like such an A-Ray thing, though.
Yeah,
like, I'm down for it.
Yeah, I had, you know, I just got released to ride, so I spent a couple days on the bike before leaving, and yeah, I got a call from Dustin. And I told him, I was like, hey man, if you choose me, I'll show up. Like I won't ask for much, you know. Like I'll make it as easy as possible, and we'll. He's an asshole, right?
Dude, massive asshole.
And I told him, I was like, hey man, I'll make it as easy as possible, and I'll try to do good for you. And yeah, so booked the flight, and we came here.
How long we here for?
Till Monday.
Till Monday.
Yes.
We getting sketchy?
Let's hope not. I mean, I put out a tweet. I said these tough boxes don't really stand a chance with me out there on the track, but hopefully we don't get collected in too many of those. We stay out of trouble, and we just have a good weekend.
Absolutely. Hey, final question. Anaheim 1, soon approaching. It's coming fast.
Yeah.
We're there, yeah? We're there?
Yeah, we're there. We'll be there for sure. You know, I'm putting my own program together as of right now. I have some good people that are coming on board, and I have some exciting news in the works. So yeah, we're excited for it. You know, I really want to put everything into the 2023 because I mean I am getting older, so who knows what the future holds. So I'm excited.
How's the wrist? How are we looking?
It's good. Dealing with a little bit of scar tissue. Obviously,
that doesn't look good.
We're still a little stiff, but yeah, we'll see tonight whenever we practice.
Absolutely, dude. Fantastic to have you here. I'm pumped. Good luck. We'll catch up over the weekend.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What's up, dude?
Whoa.
I'm watching Henry. He's still in his gear, freaking taking selfies with the fans. I raced after him. I'm already out of my shit looking for tequila.
Cade.
Yes.
That was good, dude.
Thanks.
You killed it.
I appreciate it.
You look at home on that bike.
It's a good bike. I mean, it's hard to not be a good bike, right? They've got so many good riders that have ridden it through that team, like Garrett and Phil and Jace and all those guys. So I wasn't able to basically change anything once I got on it because we didn't have time, and it was just I liked it and it fit me well. And today went a lot better than Cardiff. Obviously, I had some pretty shit luck there, and just getting good starts, putting myself up front. And I'm bummed because I was in 7th the first time and crashed. And if I would have went, you know, 7, 4, 6, it would have been a much different day. But 12, 4, 6 was pretty sick. So
hey, that Super Bowl lap, there was no K there over the finish line.
No, dude, it was a baby whip.
Were you like, fuck yeah, I'm feeling this?
I was thinking like, should I throw a big whip? So I threw a really big one off the ramp yesterday, and like beyond flat, which is abnormal for me. And it like endoed me a little bit because I don't hit ramps. Like Cardiff was the first time I ever hit a ramp.
It's Supercross, bro. You're not meant to.
And I was like, I don't want to go that big again. So yeah, I mean, I was thinking about a big one, but then I was also debating on a massive K-Dare.
Oh, that would have been good.
It would have been good.
Yeah.
But I was feeling the flow, so just a little whip with a little one-legger swag.
I like it. What's the rest of the night gonna involve?
After party?
Do you know where it is?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Oh, you didn't get the email?
I've probably got the email.
Oh yeah, we got the email.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Say
it's
it
on the email.
Say it live.
I don't know.
Oh.
I know I got the email. I haven't looked at it yet.
Well, that's good.
I had a job to do. Now we can go drink.
All right.
I want to party with some Aussies, dude.
Oh, dude. We'll see you there.
Heck yeah.
Alrighty guys, here we are, Melbourne, Australian Supercross. I'm here with Nathan Crawford. Do take me through the day and then into the night show. How was it?
Yeah, it was a pretty good day. Parts good, parts bad. I feel like I was riding pretty good all day. Like my comfort level wasn't bad. It took me a little long to just adjust to the track, and just get to that point where I wasn't sort of thinking about what I was doing, but sort of racing the track. Went out in the heat race, rode really good. Result didn't show sort of how I rode in the heat race. Sort of a bit of bumping and banging going on. But put that behind me, got a good start in the main event. Ran second for a while, ended up P3. So yeah, can't complain with the night.
Coming into this thing, you sort of spoke about it before. It's technically the same as motocross, coming in a little bit behind. You didn't know where to place yourself. Was that an uncertain factor into the night and then you sort of found your spot? Does that give you a little bit more certainty coming into next weekend?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know my riding ability at the moment on the Supercross it's quite good. It's just sort of putting the pieces to the puzzle together on race night. So honestly, I'm happy with how it all came together. It's a good starting point. If we can just sort of keep at that the whole way through the whole Australian Championship, then we should be right there at the end.
Absolutely, and I believe you said this is one of your first career podiums in Supercross in that class. Is that right?
Yeah. So done plenty of Supercross races, and unfortunately have been injured a lot in Supercross. So it's really good to get the monkey off my back, and it's my first podium, and we're keeping that podium streak alive. So it's been good.
Absolutely, dude. Knocking on the door for some wins coming up, but that's it, man. On to the next round, and can't wait to see that.
Thank you.
2022 WSX World Champion Ken Roczen. Ken, firstly, thank you for coming down to Australia, and congratulations on your title. You made it a little difficult on yourself in that second one with the flat and having to work through, but you got to be pretty happy to walk away with this title after a year that you've had too.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, what happened in the second main with a flat tire, that's out of our, I'm racing, I might have hit a rock, but I can't even recall doing so. I didn't have a nail on my tire, but I'm not really sure what happened. But what's most important is that we bounced back and we delivered on the start and did whatever we could to get it done, So it was a wild night, and I think it made it super exciting for everybody that was watching, whether anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world, really. But I'm just stoked to put on a show for the Aussie fans. They've all been super rad, and I enjoyed my time very much around here.
And it was news that you were wanting to come and do this. You wanted to do it for your fans. Did you get out of it what you wanted in the sense of going to these countries and visiting these people? Did it fulfill everything you had imagined?
Absolutely, it did. But there's so much more to take in, right? That we were kind of we didn't have enough time to really explore the country more. We had all of these plans going for me and my family, and going up to Julian Wilson and surf, and then head over to Indonesia. It all sounded so rad, but then obviously that fizzled away with Indonesia not happening, at least this year. And I had to make a lot shorter trip without my family. But nonetheless, I had a blast, and I got a little sense of the culture and the city and everything. So, I couldn't have asked for a better time.
And then going with your young son that you have, was it kind of not a disappointment, but would you love to have him here in the stadium and sort of show him through that sort of side of things?
Absolutely. I actually did a post earlier that we're 4 or 5 days or so into this trip, and I'm starting to race today, and it's just race day's not the same without the family. They're normally always there, so I just wanted to share that with them. But unfortunately, they weren't here. But I know my wife was up throughout the night and watching, so that was cool. And Griff really loves this whole thing. He likes bikes. It's scary how much he likes bikes. It would have been cool if he was here. I know he would have been tripping being out on the podium and all the crazy stuff going on. And I really miss them out there.
Awesome job, and thank you for coming to Australia and giving the world a bit of Ken Roczen.
Thank you.